I don't apologize for wanting more. I don't apologize for the Conservative Party forming government, because we are at a stage right now where Canada need a strong Canadian-based leader like Pierre sitting at the table.
Today, we are very excited to be discussing something that is going to be premiering at the convention. And we are here with Alicia Vianga from the Canada Conservative Women's Association. Alicia, welcome.
Thank you so much, Hannah. It is a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. My first question for you is, how long have you been involved with the conservative movement?
I ran in the last election federally, but before that, I also ran in the 2022 Ontario election as well. But I am a conservative true and true. I have to say, whether it is federal or provincial, I am conservative first.
And what inspired you to start the Canada Conservative Women's Association?
We have to form government. And as a woman, we had, 32% women voted Conservative in the last election. I believe we could do better. There is a lot of room to improve. But also when I don't know if you have done door knocking and campaigning, I was just tired of hearing women say, oh, I don't vote. I don't know anything about politics. I don't know what I should do. Or simple thing as, speak to my husband. He's the one that make the decision, and we follow it. We also know that when women get involved, the whole household and the community and her community gets involved as well too. So the more we could educate women about politics, very easy on a grassroots level, it is important. We have to, I say, we don't wait to be invited. We invite ourselves to the table, and we have to be motivated. And that's how we grow stronger together. And in order to form government, we do need to increase our women voters, and on a grassroots level. It is, I haven't always been in politics, even though I grew up around politics. It was all new to me as well, have no idea what I was doing. And a lot of the women around me is the same as well. They have a lot of questions. And there are people who vote and they have no idea which party they belong to, right? So there is a lot of high-hanging fruits, as I said, not necessarily the low-hanging fruits. Let us get people engaged, women engaged. Let's get ourselves involved in community and ensure that the Conservative Party form government.
And what do you think might be some barriers to women participating in politics now?
Mm-hmm. There is a few barriers, right? We have it's not easy as women in a lot of things that we do, especially in politics. We had an event last Sunday, and I called a candidate on record to invite her to the event. And she said, oh, I have a baby, I can't come, and I need to look after the baby. Those are some of the barriers that women faces, whether it is raising money, what to do, how to go about, how to, the right circle, the right circumstances. We have a voice. We look at policies differently. I am just worried that one of the barriers is we allow other people to make decisions for us, and it's not necessarily the right decision, right? So having a seat at the table is important, but how to get there usually are a challenge for women because there's a lot of things we have to do in order to get there. We have to be extremely bold, more than anything else. And even when we are there, it is still a constant battle sometimes to have your voice, to get things done. And with the hope of the Canadian Conservative Women Association, we will try to make that a little bit easier for women to get involved, whether it is on a university level or at the boardroom level, to get more, be more educated and have a better understanding of what politics is and what policies are, and easily to get involved.
So will you be discussing civics with your members, or what's your plan to get women involved and educated?
Mm-hmm. So it is absolutely, we are open to everything, but the main thing is as at a grassroots level, doing small events where they could feel themselves and have conversation. Yes, we will do larger events where we sitting around the table and building policies and put in. I remember when I called Melissa Lansman to let her know that we are forming this organization, the Canadian Conservative Women Association. She just said, make sure there is roundtable discussions, because these are things that is important to women. So it's not just about having small events, which is great because we want to get people involved, but it's also policy making as well too. To join, it's free, and I wanted to make that really easy for women to get involved. And we are certainly looking for ambassadors Canada-wide to help us to make this a success, because this is not something that we could do on our own. We need everyone, whether you're in Ontario or Quebec or Nova Scotia. We have to do our part now. It is not about talking. It is the time for us to act. And that's the only way I see us forming government, is to act. No, I don't want to hear any more talking. I want to see action. I want to see at the end of the day, we are growing our base. We are growing our female base. We are growing our young women base as well too. 31% is good, but as I said, I would like to see 41%. I'm sorry, I'm greedy, but I don't apologize for wanting more. I don't apologize for the Conservative Party forming government, because we are at a stage right now where Canada need a strong Canadian-based leader like Pierre sitting at the table, forming government, making decisions. We want somebody like Pierre who is Canada first and always. He's not divided his attention, whether it is the UK or New York. He is 100% for Canadian, and we could not have asked for a better leader for Canada right now than Pierre.
I feel there's a lot of misconceptions about Pierre himself, as well as the Conservative Party, that maybe is another barrier to driving women away. Do you find that as well?
I do. And I see it a lot, sometimes a little bit differently, because as a Black woman and as a Conservative woman, I get a lot of pushback. I'm told, why are you part of this party? And nicely said, why not? Right? I could make my own decision. We all could make our decisions. And when I hear pushback with regards to our leader, it makes absolutely no sense to me because I could not see a better person for our country. Whether it is a teacher telling me I can't vote conservative because because I'm a teacher. Well, guess what? Our leader were adopted by two teachers. Who do you think is going to support you more,
Exactly.
right? Than he himself. He doesn't have any, to me, from what I have experienced and what I've seen, he doesn't have any bias. All he cares about is propelling Canada and our dream. Um, as an immigrant who came to this country, the dream of Canada, as I was saying earlier, and I had the opportunity to choose between Canada and the US, and I choose Canada 110%, right? And most people who came here, chose to be here as well. And I just think the Canada that I arrived in, the Canada that I had dreamt about, is a different Canada right now. I do worry about my nephews and whether they're having a good job or home ownership. I worry about as the founder of a charity after breast cancer, I worry about women's health. I worry about so many things. And we have to take a moment to see, not to just react, right, as at the time, like the new and shiny, I call it, but what's going to happen afterwards of 10 years of disaster? How is that going to change when the same people are seated at the table? So
Exactly. I worry about my son for those exact same reasons. What is his future going to hold? Can we get Canada back to the way it was when I was growing up, which was prosperous and wonderful? When I had heard about your new organization, I was so excited. I said, I absolutely want to be a part of it. How do women get involved with the CCWA?
yeah. So we need volunteers. We need Ambassador Canada wide. As I said, just reach out. Our website is ccwomen.ca. It's really easy for the women and men who will be attending the convention. Come out and get one of our t-shirts, wear it at the convention, get involved. Of course, any successful event or association or business need seed money. So make a donation as well. But most importantly, we need Ambassador Canada wide. So reach out to us, go on our website, follow us on social media. We need to make some noise. We need to stand strong. We need to put Canada first. And us as women, I don't underestimate the power of women. And this is where I think we are starting. This is where I know we will go if we motivate each other and mobilize. I know we will come out on top and we will form government in the next election. For us is attracting a new grassroots, a new set of women who has never thought about how to get involved. It's a simple thing as getting out the votes, volunteering. We're not asking people to come out and run for a ride-in or to be part at that level. Yes, we welcome it as well. We will teach you how to do that, but we need all level of all people to get involved at all different levels, as simple as making a phone call, talking to your neighbor, hosting an event at your dining room table to talk about getting involved, talking about policies, talking about conservativeness, business people getting together. All of these things is how we will continue to grow.
And for those conservatives going to the convention, they will be able to find you there.
Yes, we want all the people who's going to the convention to come out on the Friday. We will have a hospitality suite. Please come and say hi to us. We will be at room 214, but our website will be up. Send us a message saying I am here, and just look for us. Look for us with our pink t-shirts. And if you have any questions, we'll be delighted to answer. But I want that energy. I want people to get involved, not just for the moment, but to make sure that they're working, that we are doing all the work to make this happen.
Amazing. I can't wait. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us today.
It was a pleasure. It is a pleasure. Thank you for having us. And I look forward to great things happening with the Canadian Conservative Women Association. I am excited to see women making a difference in the next election and seeing our percentage increase.